What stupid rule did your parents make that backfired spectacularly? The summer after I turned 18, my parents decided I was too comfortable. That was the exact phrase my dad used. Too comfortable. Apparently living at home while working 2 jobs and saving for college meant I was becoming dependent. So one night at dinner, my parents announced a brand new rule. Any adult living in this house pays rent. I looked up from my pasta. How much? $900 a month, my mom said proudly, like she'd just solved the economy. I almost laughed, because that was more than some actual apartments nearby. You're serious? Dad nodded. We're preparing you for the real world. The funniest part, I basically ran the house already. I cooked, watched my little brothers, helped with homework, did laundry, scheduled dentist appointments. I was less daughter and more unpaid operations manager. But my parents acted like I just sat around breathing their air, so I shrugged and said, okay. 3 days later, I moved into my friend Chloe's basement for $250 a month, and that's when my parents discovered something important. Their 2 sons had absolutely no survival instincts. My brothers were 15 and 13, and somehow completely helpless. The first phone call came 2 days later. My younger brother Tyler was crying. Actually crying. Emma, there's smoke everywhere. I shot upright in bed. What happened? I tried making mac and cheese. That doesn't explain the smoke. Long pause. You have to add water? Apparently he dumped dry pasta into a pot, turned the stove on high, walked away, and created what firefighters later described as an aggressive plastic smell. Then my older brother grabbed the phone. Mom's freaking out because the kitchen ceiling is black now. That was only week 1. Week 2, Tyler tried washing dishes with laundry detergent. The entire kitchen filled with foam like a low-budget disaster movie. My other brother, Mason, tried helping by vacuuming the bubbles. The vacuum exploded. Then came the laundry incident. Mason decided colors weren't real, so he washed white clothes with a red hoodie. My dad went to work the next day wearing pale pink underwear and accidentally turned an entire batch of dress shirts salmon-colored. He called me furious. This is your brother's fault. I blinked. Wow, sounds stressful. Then my mom called 3 hours later. Tyler put metal in the microwave. What kind of metal? A spoon. Apparently he wanted to stir halfway through. The microwave sparked so violently my mom thought the power grid exploded. At this point, my parents started panic calling me daily. Emma, how do you know when chicken is cooked? Emma, why is the dishwasher leaking? Emma, can milk expire before the date? Then came the dog incident. I got a text from my dad that just said, call now. I answered immediately. Chaos. Barking. Screaming. My mom yelling in the background. Turns out my brothers tried grooming the dog themselves to save money. They shaved one side completely bald. Only one side. The dog looked like he was losing a custody battle. I laughed so hard I almost dropped my phone. But the absolute breaking point happened a month later. My parents went away for one night, and my brothers decided to throw a small get-together. By small, they apparently meant 40 teenagers. Someone tried deep-frying mozzarella sticks without turning the stove off afterward. Another kid thought it'd be funny to skateboard through the kitchen, straight into the refrigerator, and somehow, someone released my aunt's parrot into the house. When my parents got home, there was pizza stuck to the ceiling, a hole in the drywall, the dog hiding under the couch looking emotionally exhausted, and a parrot screaming curse words from the curtain rod. My mom called me at midnight sounding completely defeated. Please come back. I smiled. Oh, I thought this was real-world preparation. Silence. Then my dad got on the phone. We'll pay you. I sat up. What? $900 a month, he said weakly. To help manage the house again? I started laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. The exact amount they tried charging me, I never moved back in, but I did take the money. And honestly, the best part wasn't the revenge. It was hearing my dad finally admit the truth 6 months later. We didn't realize you weren't costing us money. You were the reason the house still functioned.